Obviously, this has to be a difficult day. You didn't have the start to the season that you would have wanted. What made this the right time for you right now?
I think I think John has done a really good job here over the past 4+ seasons in terms of establishing things both on and off the ice. And I mean, everybody had higher expectations, but it's collectively as a group and our team. I don't think there's any one player that is performing even at the level, let alone above, that we'd expect or maybe they expect. So, and that's the thing that's disappointing. Obviously change brings opportunity, not only for Alain Nasruddin, but also for our players, and there's opportunity for them and to find out kind of where we are here and where we're going to go. Because, in terms of being where we are this season, past Thanksgiving, that, individually, let alone collectively as a group, no one has really gotten to the level we expect or they would probably expect. So, over the course of some time here, hopefully that's going to happen, and to really find out what we have here in terms of our players and where we're going to go.
For you, what was kind of that tipping point where you decided this is the decision I have to make going forward?
Well, I think the start to the season, which obviously was 0-4-2, is not what anybody anticipated, and I think that set a lot of things back. I mean, obviously your head's spinning, and we cost ourselves games. We lost in every way imaginable, it seemed, and then starting with the Ranger game, after that 6 games, after the Montreal game, we were 9-7-2, and I think it's .556 winning percentage, but it still was like a win was followed by a bad loss, or we had maybe a 2-game winning streak and a bad. I think it was obviously the Ranger game was not good, and the Buffalo game is. I'm not even trying to describe it. So those are the two. Obviously the Buffalo game in particular, but the Ranger game was disconcerting as well. But the Buffalo, I'm not even sure how to explain that one.
What about the decision to bring in Peter and have him join this staff right now? How important was that, and what was that discussion like with him?
I've known Peter. I actually hired Peter back as head coach of Milwaukee, the AHL Nashville's farm team. He was there 1 year with us, did a great job, and then went 8 years with Barry Trotz in Nashville, and last couple as associate coach. I think what I really like about Peter is obviously his experience, but secondly, as a pro scout, you're seeing every team out there. He knows our team, but the experience factor, and also what I've really liked about Peter adding to the staff, and again, whatever I say is not a reflection of anything prior to this, is more of Peter is really a really good communicator, really a connection with the players, and I saw that, and that was back in the early 2000s when I first had him, and there were, he was supposed to coach our farm team in Milwaukee for a few years, but even after the 1 year, Barry Trotz was like, I need this guy for our staff, and obviously did a great job with a great coach with Barry, and he's impacted a lot of people both on and off the ice, and again, it's we need to get more and find out more from these our players, and again, Peter's reaction is no different than when John Hynes asked Fitzy about coming behind the bench, is whatever I can do to help, I'll help, and so we'll see how that goes. But I have a good background with Peter, and I like his experience as well.
Ray, was there any consideration to letting John coach tonight and then kind of making, if you will, a clean break, firing him tomorrow and getting the guys together Thursday?
Not really. I mean, I don't know that would have done anything. I just thought that after the last couple games, last night in particular, Matty it wasn't fair to him. It wasn't fair to us. I knew what I was going to do. My recommendation to Josh Harrison, David Blitzer, and so I think that was the timing, and to do it was today and not tomorrow. And there's it wouldn't be fair to John. And so it was time to do something. So.
What's the task to Alain Nasruddin right now in this interim role, elevating his position?
I think with Alain, it's a real shock. Obviously, I mean, he's a very, very loyal person, but he's loyal to the organization, all the teams that he's played for or worked for as a coach. And what I told the team, and I've told Naz, is that if Tom Fitzgerald got a GM job somewhere tomorrow, he's different. He's been with me a long time, but he's different than me. And I was with David Poile for 8 years, but I'm different than him. Naz is different than John in his own way. And if I was a GM in another team, and I was looking for a list of assistant coaches, he would be on it as a potential head coach. And I think opportunity is knocking for him as well. And I think he has a respect with our dressing room. And And as you know, when you make a change, whether it's internal or you go outside your organization on a coach, or sometime as a free agent, you bring in guys, but you're not exactly sure till you don't know. And so we're going to see and where it goes. And I think, as I go back to its opportunity for a lot of players, let alone Alain Nasruddin, but it's a challenge. I think we're better than this, and I think it's a challenge to let the players. It's opportunity, and that's what I told them. And also our assistant coaches, our trainers, our support staff, and certainly and for me and our staff. And but again, when you've got 23 players that aren't playing at the level nearly that, I don't think I'm sitting here saying something that's not true. I think they're better than this, but we'll have to see. I don't. Usually it's 5-6 guys that are having down years, or 3 guys are doing great, other guys are doing pretty good. I don't think it's hard to see after 20-some games here that we've had that from anybody. So it's a big challenge, but something that he's going to embrace, and certainly we'll see where it goes. Opportunity for him and our players.